Thanks for the support as a channel member, Russ Eddy. You promised me if I came here and managed this club, you'd never bring that up. I've given you 9 years. Surely 9 years is enough. It wouldn't have been 9 years if I'd have gone to prison. Fine, I will stay in the job, but I'm not going to enjoy it. No, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to refuse to ever upgrade any of my backroom staff. That's going to be my silent protest. That's how you're going to know that I'm not happy in my job. Never going to upgrade backroom staff ever again. And you can deal with the comments section. Hello and welcome to part 86 of the Greek Odyssey. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have both games against Milan in the Champions League this season. Since you were last with me, we've played a couple more league games. Of course, we won them. That's what we do in our league games. We're top of the league, 6 wins from 7 games, 19 points on the board. And Dave is one of the top scorers in the division. That shows just how much we're rotating in the league this year. And that we've got Lyko amongst the goal scorers, Dave scoring regularly, Dominguez clearly starting games if he's scoring in the 6th minute and the 89th minute. We are playing a quite a rotated team this year. And if you have a look at who's made most appearances for us, I guess you've got your usual suspects near the top, but 5 starts for Dominguez, 5 for Serapas, 5 for Sforas, 5 for Salakis, 4 for Dave, 4 for Lyka. Yeah, we're rotating. Very, very much rotating. But of course, we're not rotating in the Champions League, especially after this Milan game takes on so much more importance after what happened against Benfica in the last episode. The Champions League group looks like this. We've now got... Who did that? So they beat Celtic. So we've now got to beat Milan. Even if we beat Milan, I think it... How do they settle this out? So Milan are above Benfica on head-to-head. But if we beat Milan, we'd go above Milan on head-to-head, but we'd have to stay below Benfica on head-to-head. Surely at that point it goes goal difference, which pushes Benfica back out. I think. It's all very complicated. Bottom line, we need a minimum of 4 points from these 2 games against Milan. We're away, first of all, then we bring them back to our place, and this is the team we're taking to Milan to try and get some kind of result. We're going with Tennessee in goal, a back four of Kansarovic, Criado, Hernandez and Solorzano, Milo at the base of the midfield, Duffy and Cordoba ahead of him, and then German, Acosta and Lencina as our front 3. Let's get into the game. Let's go score lots of goals, right the wrong that we had against Benfica. We know we can beat Milan because we've done it time and time again in the Wearmouth Cup. I don't want to say her name. They're regular competitors in the Wearmouth Cup, and we always beat them. So hopefully we can keep that going today while I'm just sat here sipping on my coffee as well because, you know, got to have a little bit of coffee. German with the corner. It's a pretty poor one, and Milan have actually got themselves in a position where they get a little bit of a counter-attack going here, coming down our right-hand side. We need to, oh my word, we have played poorly there, but luckily we've got a very good goalkeeper. Do you think Sports Interactive have the licence for AC Milan? Goodness me, I've never seen anything quite like it. All around the ground, AC Milan, AC Milan. Look at us, we're AC Milan. All right, we get the message. SI have got the licence for you. And you love it. Very good. Let's have our normal advertising board. So, because that's just a little bit silly. I mean, that might be part of the deal. Who knows? I think, am I right in saying that all the Serie A teams have negotiated independently? It's not like with the other leagues where you do it league by league. I think in Serie A you have to do it team by team. That's why they've clearly got the Milan license, but obviously they don't have the Zebra license at all. Right. Dressing room. We've actually done okay. I'm going to say I'm not happy, but we've actually done all right. It's 0-0. If this ends 0-0, I'm going to be happy with that. I'll be even happier if we can grab a late winner and take them back to our place. Oh, mainly because I want to see what happens to the league table if we beat Milan, because it's going to make a right mess of it. At the very least, I want us to go ahead in this game so that we can see what happens. But it's not looking likely at the moment. That was only our second shot of the entire game so far. We've only had 36% possession. I think we're doing quite well to not be behind in the game. Luckily, we're playing against an Italian team who are doing full-on Italian style. They're dominating the game, but not actually generating much in the way of chances or shots. But presumably at some point, they'll just turn it on, push forward, grab a goal, and then put 8 men behind the ball. And at that point, I don't think we've got the nous to break them down if they do that to us. But nearly the hour mark now, and I think we've got to be the happier of the two teams if it's still being level. Lensina is tiring. German's not having a very good game. I mean, really, nobody on our team's having much of a game. Let's see what we've got down on the bench that we can try and change things up with. Lensina's shattered. We have got Sanchez, so Sanchez can come on that right-hand side. Acosta also not having a very good game. Where is Carnevali? Carnevali must be injured for past Kev to have not at least put him on the bench. Dave's going to come on for Acosta to try and mix things up in the attack. Solorzano's not having a great time, but we've only got Calapitas to bring on for him, and we saw in the Benfica game what a difference it can make bringing on Valentinos Calapitas in the Champions League these days. He downgrades the team quite significantly, getting him involved. So I'm a little bit loath to bring him on. What I think I will do is we're going to take off Cordoba and bring on Dominguez, because Dominguez, or do I bring on Leica? Both of them have been very good in the... No, we'll go with Dominguez. Dominguez has got that little bit more experience. Leica's a little bit more attacking, but if we were chasing the game, then we absolutely go Leica, but we'll be happy just keeping this as 0-0, and I think Dominguez is probably better placed to just allowing us to try and get control of this midfield a little bit. On 39% possession, I can't really say keep control of the midfield, because clearly we've not had much control of anything in this game so far. We're just enjoying the fact that Milan hadn't done that yet, and that, I mean, it's their game plan, isn't it? That's what they've set out to do all along. Just keep hold of the ball, sit back, and then at some point decide, you know what? We feel like going and grabbing a goal now. Shall we go and get it, lads? Yeah, let's go and grab the goal. Off they go. They grab the goal. We've now lost 2 out of our first 3 games in this Champions League group, and all of a sudden, qualification is starting to look a little bit iffy. We won 6 from 6 last year in a group that had Bayern Munich and Ajax in. How have we got ourselves into this pickle where the second game of this episode, the home game against AC Milan, is now a full-on must-win? And even if we win it, chances are we're still going to be third in the group, 2 points behind Benfica, because they're likely to go and beat Celtic in that game. So we've got to beat Milan, then we've got to beat Benfica by more than they beat us by, and then we've got to hope that Milan do us a favour against Benfica, and we should beat Celtic. Celtic are the whipping boys of the group, but Benfica are becoming a problem, and Milan obviously are already a big problem because we've got nothing. We had nothing today, no plan really. They were just toying with us, and then they decided, oh, there you go. Now's the time to go and kill them off. Easy peasy. We've played with great naivety today, and I don't feel like this is the team. Right. Shout at them. Go back and have a couple of big wins in the league again as usual, and then hope in the return fixture we can play a lot better than we played in that one. 2 more league wins done. Still comfortably top of the table, although Olympiacos seem to be back this year. German and Dave now joint top scorers in the division as well. And we go again against Milan. I've been pondering, and I think this is going to be, if we don't get a win here, this might be the end of the Gegenpress for us, and we might spend the rest of the season switching towards the vertical tiki-taka that we've used with Bourne, we've used it with Chivas, I've used it in the Streamer Showdown. And the reason I never did it with Apollon initially is because it struggles. That tactic only really works when you're at least as good, if not better, than your opposition. It's not really a way to chase a game against better opposition, but certainly in the league, that applies to us now. And I think player for player comparisons, we're a good enough team to win this group. We won our group last year. We might just need a little tactical nudge. Maybe the Gegenpress isn't working for us anymore. But for today, we're going with Tennessee in goal, a back four of Kansarovic, are just about fit again. Michaelis, who can do 75 minutes. Hernandez and Solorzano. Milo at the base of the midfield. Duffy and Cordoba ahead of him. German, Acosta and Lensina up front. Carnevali still injured. Calapitas now injured. So we've not got many options on the bench. For game changers, we're looking at Sanchez, Dominguez, Leica and Dave as potential match winners who can come on if need be. Dave has never really done it in Europe. Leica, although he's very good and he's a wonder kid, He's very young to be putting that kind of pressure on. I'm not entirely sure Dominguez is a game changer. He's more of just a reliable replacement in midfield. Sanchez could win a game on his own if he's up for it. But ever since we upset him in the summer, he's not quite been the same player. So we might need to try him because German's picked up a groin strain or a pulled groin. So it looks like Sanchez is going to be coming on sooner rather than later. We're going to leave German on for a little while because he is our best attacking player now. Acosta's done very well to win the ball back here, though. Celtic have just gone ahead against Benfica as well, which is potentially huge news for us. If we can beat Milan and Celtic beat Benfica, we're in a much stronger position to make our way out of this group. German to Michaelis, and the header is just over from him. So we now know Michaelis and German both have to come off at some point during this game. So that's 2 substitutions that are going to be forced on me. I'd like to not have another one forced. German nods the ball down to Kansarovic, who's going to try and get into a crossing position. Cross does come over. Cordoba's in space here. Cordoba cuts it back. German's there again, and German heads just over. Oh, he's had 2 good chances now in this game. How much longer do we keep him on for? Or do we get Sanchez in there to mix things up? At least we're doing a little bit better for chance creation, possession today than we were in the away leg. Just fingers crossed we're the ones who find the goal in this second half today. Is that my boy Macias from Chivas in their team, by the way? They've got a left winger called Jay Macias. Surely not. Right, we want to avenge what happened last time. We are going to make our half-time change, and Sanchez is going to come on this left wing. I'm just going to tentatively... It is Jose Juan Macias. Nice to see you again. How was China? He's going to score against me now, isn't he? That's the way Football Manager works. We're going attacking. We're going to ask for 10 minutes of passion. And I guess the downside of Celtic being ahead against Benfica, if we don't win today, we're in real danger of finishing bottom of our group. And then we don't even get the Europa League. That would be our worst ever performance in Europe. Even worse than... I'd class that as worse than those years we didn't even make it to the Champions League knockout group stages, because at least then we got Europa League runs. We've never bombed out of a European group, ever. Let's not start that now. Although it is Milan who are on the attack, and a goal here would be very, very troublesome. Hernandez trying to get the tackle in, and it hurts. We're powerless to stop them. The vertical tiki-taka is coming, boys and girls. Why have we tried to go attacking? Why have we not gone attacking? I asked us to go attacking before. Now we really need to go attacking. We need Carnevali. We're really missing him. Acosta just doesn't do it unless he's playing for River, apparently. Lencina now, down the right-hand side. Charges past his man. This is brilliant from Lencina. But Donnarumma coming back to haunt me after he's been such a hero for me in the past in the Streamer Showdown. Milo now with the corner. In-swinger. And it's bobbling around in their area. But in fact, it's cleared only as far as Lencina. Lencina still got the ball. Finds Cordoba. But he gives the ball away. And this is not good enough. Kansarovic, long throw situation. Can't find an Apollon shirt. It's cleared again. Hernandez is the one to collect and plays it forward to Kansarovic on the left-hand side. Get the cross in this time. Cross is in. Acosta heads over, though. It's a really poor header from Acosta. We've had 4 clear-cut chances in this game and are yet to score. Celtic now 2-0 up over Benfica. Acosta has been rubbish. Really rubbish. We need to get Michaelis off because we don't want to break him, which means we can swap those 2 around to do that. And now there's a big shout. Are we bringing Dave on for Acosta, just doing like for like? Or do we bring him on for Milo and go 2 up top? Or do we bring Leica on for Milo and go to a 4-2-3-1? That's what we're going to do. We're going to go halfway between the 2. Get Leica into his natural position. Drop Cordoba back just a smidgen. And do that. We're putting a lot of pressure on the wonder kid Leica here, but he has been fantastic in the league games he's played so far, albeit not in this position. But here's his opportunity to convince me that we need to start doing a 4-2-3-1. Come on, somebody do something. This is so poor. 4 clear-cut chances. Oh, we need a striker. Acosta's not the answer. Get me Damien on the phone. That's number 1 transfer business for the summer. Get Damien back. We'll just do a swap for Acosta. Dortmund want him. Let's just do a swap. We want our Damien back. Damien would score in this game. Oh, come on. We've got 5 minutes. We're on all-out attack. Somebody get a hold of the ball and do a football, for goodness sake. Utterly toothless. Well, we have got it all to do tomorrow. If we beat Benfica and Celtic... Right, let's try and do Kev maths. It's always fun at this stage. If we beat Benfica and Celtic, we finish above them both. Do we? Right, if we beat both Benfica and Celtic, and Milan beat Benfica, we still finish second in the group. If Benfica draw against Milan, it then doesn't matter. We can't catch them. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.